Hey, what's going on, people? Hope everything's cool. Before I get into it, I gotta give us, well, it's a day late, but it's, Mother's Day shout out to Nikki. Hope Mother's Day was good to her. Uh, Now on to the topic of, all right, since President Obama made this speech about his back in gay marriage, what bugs me about this is that whenever this happens, everyone seems to want to chastise people and attack people against gay marriage, and I'm just like, I'm against it. And to me, it really bothers me that, all right, yesterday you hear about Mayor Bloomberg, the mayor of New York City, going to the University of North Carolina, and at the commencement address to the graduating class, he's talking about, because the state just voted it down, he decided to chastise the state during the commencement address. I'm like, how the hell? I'm like, if I had a kid that went to that school, I'm like, who the hell does he think he is to come to my child's commencement address and start talking to his I mean, look, if he wants to run for president, then run for president, but don't, the commencement, they didn't invite you to the commencement address to, like, try to throw your political hat in the ring. I'm like, I'm pretty sure, you had some clowns, well, I shouldn't say clowns, you had some people who clapped for him, but I'm like, that was not the place for it. Now President Obama is speaking at the Barnard College, which is a women's college, which is part of Columbia University, and they're expecting him to say something on the matter, and I'm just like, well, hey, to me, that's not the place. It's a commencement address for, kids who are going out, trying to take on the world. They did their 4 years, now they're trying to take on the world, and I don't know, it just does not seem like the place, but it seems like people are, I don't understand the attacks, and for me personally, right, like I live in New York City, and there are plenty of gay people. In fact, I know good gay people who, I can tell you take away their sexual preference and they have hearts of gold, straight up and down. I mean, I know people who are just really, really good people who are gay. I also know people who are bad people who are gay. They run in the mud. But I'm like, but just because they're good people doesn't mean that I see their lifestyle as being normal. I mean, I accept it. I don't want people to get beaten up or ostracized and stuff like that because they're gay. And that's the thing about it, is that I'm against gay marriage and I'm against their lifestyle. But as long as they do what they do and keep it away from me, I'm kind of like, all right. I can't stop them from doing. I mean, if they want to do their thing, they can make a laws against it and all that. They're gonna do it in some back room somewhere. They're gonna do it regardless. So, but the thing is, I'm against gay marriage, but I'm not against gay people. But you've seen all these attacks, and like yesterday, I saw an article with CNN. Some guy wrote a thing about the black church. Is against gay marriage, but they're against the same thing that made them slaves, so we're being hypocrites. I'm like, what kind of foolishness is that? Because church in general is against gay marriage. They're against, the gay lifestyle in general. So that if you want it real fast, you'd be like, oh man, yeah, they're right. But it's not just the black church. It's churches, the Catholic churches, even the Muslims. Everybody's against. Well, I shouldn't say everybody. There are certain religions, because I think Governor Jim Greavy somehow became some kind of priest. So I don't even know what kind of priest he became, but he was a governor of New Jersey, and then he turned gay and left his wife, and then he became an ordained priest. I don't know how that works out, but and what's up with that religion, with the religion he became a priest with. But I think there are plenty of people who just like me, who just like, well, hold on now, we're being called bigots and all this other stuff when that's not the case. It's wild, but I'm not a religious person, but I was actually raised to be a Jehovah's Witness. And to be honest with you, because President Obama came out with that, I have to really think, even though I'm not a practicing Jehovah's Witness and, and all that, I still have to wonder, like, am I still going to vote for him? I mean, I'm up in the air. I mean, the one thing that still makes me want to vote for him is that, if Mitt Romney should win, Republicans are going to do away with, like, Obama tried to do universal health care. They're going to knock all of that down. Now I already know it's already helping people out, but they're going to put an end to that if they come in, and that would hurt people. But I live in New York anyway, but Obama's going to win New York whether I vote or not. But, like I said, even though I'm not a practicing, I'm not a practicing Jehovah's Witness, people have different religions and stuff, I mean, I was disappointed because he's supposed to be a Christian man. That goes against his own Christian faith, and betraying your faith is, it's kind of a serious thing. I'm not even sure, what they not, whether he's a, I don't know, Lutheran, Presbyterian. I don't, I'm not really a religious person. I don't know the different sects and all that stuff. But and if he, even if I don't vote for him, it's not like I'm gonna vote. I just won't vote. Period. I won't vote against him. But I just get tired when this issue comes up, because when soon as the issue hit the fan, I was just like, oh man, I'm going to have to hear about this for like the next month. But then these attacks, and now they're attacking the commencement address of college commencement. I mean, what kind of nonsense? I mean, it gets ridiculous. I seriously think that people need to just chill. I mean, you have a right to have a difference of your opinion, just like the gay people have a right to be gay. Nobody's telling them they can't be gay. Everyone's telling them they shouldn't be gay, but if they choose to be it, how can you stop them? But to me, marriage is kind of like a religious, sacred bond. That's the way I look at it. And some people look at it as a business arrangement. So if you look at it just as a business arrangement, then that's I don't know. Maybe you could say, okay, if it's just a business arrangement, but I see there's a sacred bond under God where you're supposed to be, trying to raise a family. I don't understand it, but like I said, I think there's other people just like me who just like, we're not against gays, but we are against gay marriage. So I don't, appreciate people like you're bigots, you're behind the times. I'm almost 50 years old, so maybe I am behind the times, but hey, I don't care how much time passes, it's not going to be right, 100 years from now, still not going to be right. So, and just because kids are being taught by college, and unfortunately, I think our morals are being passed on. People follow the morals of Hollywood. In Hollywood, the media is following Hollywood. Brad Pitt says that Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie say that they're not going to get married until everyone can get married, meaning gay people can get married. But now they're getting married. So, but you can't let Hollywood determine what your morality is. I mean, just because these people are famous on screen, they make good movies and stuff like that. But that doesn't mean they should tell you how you should live your life. I mean, most of them are supposed to be narcissists anyway. I mean, they're not normal people generally. Anyway, that's just my view on this topic. Let me know what your opinions are. Thanks for listening. Peace.